India into the finals as far as this triangular series is concerned. They are number one at this point of time in the points table. Also, a good convincing win against Afghanistan. Before that, we all know that the very first win, which came on the very first game, was not that convincing. Sri Lanka needed 10 rather in 12 balls. And 3 wickets in hand, and then came that Mohammad Arshad Khan's over. Before that Yorker by Anshul Kamboj. Bowlers did really well as far as these last trickier situations are concerned. But from the very first game, the question was, what can we do with the new ball? Two important things as far as this particular series is concerned. Who will bat, good against spinners apart from Ruturaj Gaikwad? And at the top, we all know that there were starts being given to this Indian team. Prabh Simran did really well. I was surprised yesterday when he was not in the playing 11. I was really surprised because he did really well. If you see last two Vijay Hazare's also, Vijay Hazare seasons, he did really well in this particular series also. There is a 40 odd, there is a 80 odd. So he has done means nothing wrong as far as yes, Priyansh obviously deserves a chance without a doubt, but not at the cost of Prabh Simran Singh getting out of the playing 11. So I think for me, obviously the first positive of this particular series will be about Ruturaj Gaikwad. The way he scored a half century, a century, a 30 odd. Only batter or the first batter to cross that 200 mark in this particular series as far as cumulative runs are concerned. And we all know that what he is as far as list A cricket is concerned is the only batter in the history to have an average over 16 list A cricket. So definitely Ruturaj Gaikwad is there, and the way he controlled the innings as far as first match is concerned, then obviously the second one, because India was under pressure in both those games, and the way Ruturaj handled things, the way he take control of the India's batting, and on the other hand, the way Tilak Verma also played. I think he also has 2-3 half centuries in this particular series. Yes, there were a lot of questions around his strike rate, but I think the wicket here is not easy, and then obviously the wind factor is also here, because from one side there is a constant wind which is creating problem as far as the batters are concerned. And I was asking this to multiple players, and they were saying that apart from that tricky wicket, the wind is also a problem. But batting wise, if you look at Prabh Simran, if you look at Ruturaj Gaikwad, if you look at Suryavanshi, I think for me the find of the series. I had an interaction with him yesterday. There is an article in our website also. You can go and check and read that, because he not only talked about his evolution or how he want to be the best as far as all three formats are concerned, but he also talked about captaincy of Shreyas Iyer also, and be it with the ball, be it with the bat, he is the crisis man as far as this particular series is concerned. So if you talk about Suryavanshi, if you talk about Ruturaj Gaikwad, you talk about Prabh Simran, Priyansh Arey also having contributions, Tilak Verma without a doubt. So there are a lot of names as far as batters are concerned, and then obviously there is the name of Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. I think we are at this point of time is only thinking of one thing, that Vaibhav Sooryavanshi will come into the pitch and he will start smashing like he was doing in IPL also. Let me tell you that these are not IPL kind of wickets, but again, there is a lot of things going on in social media that, in IPL the wickets are easy, so he was able to score those runs. Let me tell you that every part of the world he played in last couple of years, and I've seen him in England. I was there in Beckenham, I was there in different parts of England. I was there in Under-19 World Cup in Bulawayo and in Harare. Bulawayo is again a stickier kind of wicket. And then obviously the way he scored century in South Africa, he scored one of the fastest in England. He scored century, if I'm not wrong, in the red ball in Australia also. So he has scoring runs, across the globe. So it's not like that because you are only watching him playing in IPL, most of you, so he is only scoring runs there. No, that's not the case. Vaibhav Sooryavanshi is scoring runs around the globe consistently, and I think we should give him a little more time before judging him as far as 50 overs cricket is concerned. I don't think that this team, there is any doubt in this team management mind around Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. They are completely backing him, and he should he should get that kind of confidence and that kind of support from the team management. But obviously now the real deal, it is for definite India A versus Sri Lanka A final, and there's a last league game left. Afghanistan A versus Sri Lanka A. So, as per me, I think that will be the trickier situation for India, because India not able to do well as far as Sri Lanka is concerned in this particular series. One, they won, at the very last stage. That was what I was talking about at the very starting part of this video, the first game, and then obviously they lost in that super over part. So that will be, I think, the most challenging thing as far as this Indian India A team is concerned. But we'll give you the updates, from Dambula, from England, from everywhere. You stay connected to Revsportz. Thank you so much.